So, again, from my own experience, oftentimes people with chronic pain, they feel trapped. Often they feel dismissed or gaslit by practitioners, or as you kind of almost went down that road, stuck on a treadmill of prescriptions that don't work. What helped you to finally break out of that pattern and start seeing real change?
I was just not willing to accept that I was on a decline that needed to be managed, which is sort of what the standard allopathic medicine is there to do: manage symptoms and really sort of manage the decline of health as you get into your 40s and 50s and 60s. And I was not willing to accept that and just live with the pain. As I said, I've always been a person who just squeezes every drop of life out of what it is that I'm doing, and I was going to go after this with that same sort of intensity. So I realized that I had to advocate for myself. I realized that I could not depend on anybody else. No one else was going to care about what was going on inside of me the way that I cared about it. And so I couldn't depend on them to fix me. And so I really had to make the decision that I was going to become my advocate, and I was going to go out there and I was going to just keep trying out new treatments, new supplements, new forms of diet and nutrition until, again, I had either tried everything. I will either fix it, or I will have sat back saying, I've tried everything, I've done everything I can to try to fix it.
Was there any one particular event or thing that happened that made you say to yourself, I need to take responsibility for this, rather than hand over my responsibility to someone that just happens to be wearing a white coat?
I mean, there were a number of things. The different doctors I would go to would give me different opinions that were not consistent with one another. So there was no consistency for me to follow. I think the biggest thing was when I got the shrug of the shoulders that you're just getting old, accept it. I think that was the thing that was like, hell no, that I will not accept it. That is not acceptable to me. That's not how I run my life. If you can't help me, then all right, it's on. And then I turned it on and it became a challenge, and it became something I dove into and really, really started to learn about holistic treatments.
Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.